Welcome to my channel. This is an indication of some of the things that I cover on a regular basis in my videos. If you haven't already subscribed, please feel free to do so, and don't forget to click the little bell so that you'll get notified of future videos. Please feel free to share my videos on your social media, and I hope you enjoy the video which follows. I hope the dirt does not show that's in this truck. It really needs to be cleaned. I've had several comments lately that people aren't seeing enough of Angel, so we're just about to go for our daily hike. I think it will be the golf course, just depends on how many vehicles I see parked in that area when we get there. We have several trails and whatever that we've been hiking, even though we're in the middle of this horrible pandemic, but you can walk a lot of places around here and not encounter anyone, and that's usually what happens. So we are off for today's hike, taking you along with us. Well, we park on the road to the maintenance utility building. I've only ever seen one vehicle this morning other than us, so I guess there's no great crowd on the golf course. Angel's gone ahead of me, as she always does. Beautiful morning. It was supposed to be overcast. Maybe it will be later today, but it's 6 degrees Celsius and sunshine. We'll take it. Trying to prove that I've got my dog with me. There she is. She loves to be on the golf course because I don't have to have her on a leash or anything. She can just run and enjoy herself. Pick him out or not. The other vehicle that I saw, there's a man practicing his golf swing, I guess. A lot of the golfers, even though the course is closed, that's the reason I'm able to walk on it. There's nobody playing golf, but he's practicing. Boom. There's a green just up there where he... Only issue is you have to make believe there's a hole in the green, I guess. They seal those over, grass them over, whatever, in the fall, so there aren't any holes on the greens. Very fortunate, I guess, to be living where I'm living, both here on the island and in the province of New Brunswick. So far, the entire province only has 51 cases that have been identified of the virus, and so near as I know, there are none here in the immediate area. I think they're expecting to see a bit of a spike in those numbers in the next 10 days or so. A lot of Canadians that we call snowbirds were down in the southern United States and have all returned because of the virus conditions everywhere. Well, there is the possibility that some of those returning people unfortunately got picked up before they left. And we have a few people here on the island as well that have been traveling, and they're all in quarantine for 14 days after they come home. So there is a chance that some of those people, I guess, will test positive, but so far, as near as I know, none at all here on the island. And of the 51 in the province, several are recovering. I think there are a few that are in hospital, but so far no deaths. This water hazard has more water in it in the summertime. Where it drains out, they have a way of opening it up more in winter, so it won't flood over onto the grass, I suppose. Everything is still quite brown, but there is a bit of a green tint coming into the grass. For this time of year, it's been fabulous, our weather, and I'm sure there's lots and lots of wind noise right now. She keeps hoping that she eventually will catch a squirrel. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but she never gives up. She sees a squirrel, she goes running. Oh, we're going down over this fairway. I don't play golf, so I can't give you the number of it. It's a 9-hole golf course. The land is here for the other 9 holes, but never had the money, I guess, to do it so far anyway. It's a provincial golf course, part of the provincial park here. The large water pond, irrigation pond for the whole golf course actually. There have been Canada geese. Lots of evidence on the grass here of Canada geese, if you know what I mean. Oh, I do. I see several there on the... I'll zoom in, if that's possible. There's 3 or 4 on that little patch of grass just to the right of that little shelter. Walking down to see how close we can get and maybe see them out on the pond. Of course, if I'm just showing you the sky, that isn't going to help. I think there were only a couple of geese. I don't know if I can still see those or not. They didn't fly, but they were swimming in the pond a short time ago. Yeah, I can still see them. I guess I'll get around the corner here. And just 2. I don't know what happened to the rest. Oh, there's the 3rd one. There had been, like, I didn't count, but the last time I was out here there was probably 20. And there's lots of evidence that there's been at least 20. This morning we only have 3. Angel sees the geese, but she sees the pond too. Angel would love to go swimming. Looking around the edges everywhere, that's all I see is the 3 of them right now. Now that we've walked down over that big hill, we have another big hill that we have to walk up over. Well, I hope I had that for you. All of a sudden I heard honking. That was 3 more geese that came into the pond from wherever they've been. Out on the ocean, probably. They spend the night out in open water where it's safer. We do have our share of idiots here in the province, though. 2 young men, I think they said they were young men, returned from somewhere after they've been traveling and refused to self-quarantine themselves for 14 days, which is now not just a suggestion. The Quarantine Act has been declared, and it is the law. You must. They even went so far as to cough on somebody, thinking it was a joke. I don't think they're thinking it's a joke anymore. They were arrested, and I think the charge is assault. So they're probably doing their quarantine in a jail cell, right where they belong. 9th fairway. Wind noise again, I'm sure. The shiny thing up ahead is the roof of the clubhouse. I'll show you that when we get closer. That's the 9th green with some sand bunkers around it up ahead. This fairway is greening up a fair amount anyway. Another week or 2 and it'll be amazing the difference. I imagine it always greens up so much faster than your lawn would. Well, that's the clubhouse. It has the pro shop and a very nice restaurant, which is really patronized by the local people and the golfers. As I said, this is also in the provincial park, so I think a lot of the campers find out about it. It's hard to convince the average tourist that they want to go to dinner at the golf clubhouse. I think they have envisioned white starch tables and silver service and crystal glasses and all that sort of thing. It isn't. This is just a very nice local restaurant. Excellent food, good reasonable prices, wonderful desserts. And like I say, it's really patronized in the summertime by the local people. Not so sure what's going to happen this year, of course. The border is closed. We have a lot of seasonal residents, both Canadian and American, that have homes, summer homes here on the island. And as of right now, they can't get here. So I think our tourist season is going to be not a great one. This is the view from the clubhouse. This is a practice green, a putting green, whatever. It usually has a number of holes in it. But that's Herring Cove Beach. Done several, Angel's getting frisky, done several walks that I filmed from that beach, including after violent storms, but just walking that beach with Angel. We've been doing the golf course and the trails lately rather than the beach. You seem to meet more people on the beach, and I don't like to be unfriendly, but I'm not getting close to anybody. So these solitary walks that I'm taking are much safer. It is a gorgeous beach, though. Black sand, the whole length of it. Way over in the distance is called Southern Head. And when you get over at that end, it's large, round stones. The more you come closer to this end, the sand, it's a coarse sand, a black sand, but it's a lovely beach to walk on. And way off in the distance there, that's Grand Banana Island, and the wind is picking up again. Anybody remember the Beverly Hills episode where Granny boiled those golf eggs for hours and you still couldn't eat the things? Every once in a while we see one just laying on the fairway here, somebody that was practicing and didn't find that one to take it home, I guess. We just finished our hike. According to the app on my phone, 5,060 steps, 3.6 kilometers, an hour and 25 minutes. I don't know what all that's supposed to mean, but we had a nice hike. And now we're headed home, and Angel says it's time for my breakfast. Her breakfast was ready a couple of hours before we left home, but she rarely ever eats before noontime. Well, thank you very much for watching. I'll get this up onto the internet. I hope wherever you are that you're safe and healthy and staying away from the COVID-19 virus as much as possible.